ワクワク。ああ、これは。
ユージさん、大丈夫ですか？泣きながら気絶してます。
Another killer episode of my isekai life, and another episode that totally caught me off guard. So at the end of the episode, when Yuji is digging into the finest Angus beef that he could ever dig into in all the land with the Rishia herbs, my man gets psychedelics. It's like he took a little drop of something good, and he pours himself back. And this anime just kills me, as it has pictures of like meadows and herbs, and then it throws up the picture of a effing cow, and it's like a low res picture too. And I was just like, I was dying from that moment. Like, that was like some funny shit. Like, that was just some funny ass stuff right there. Like, that totally got me like from the get-go. All right, so there's a lot that happened this episode. So first and foremost, we finally got to see what the hell was at the bottom of the, I don't know if a cavern, bunker? I'm gonna call it a bunker. So there was a bunker below the forest. And obviously, last episode, Yuji blows out the forest with Hellfire Demise, and he finally goes below this bunker or whatever. And we find out that there's this huge-ass machine there. So that leads into a lot of questions of this world. So far, this is your atypical fantasy world, kind of rooted in, ancient times. Very, long ago. Probably, 1500s, or maybe even before that kind of thing. It's like, basically, they got wood, sticks, and rocks, okay? But he finds this kind of factory, and it's like a magic stone factory. And there's technological tubes and inner workings, and it's very technologically advanced. It's almost modern, if you would consider that. So you have this modern factory that's down there, and it's part of this old world. So that leads us into a bunch of different questions. But it is a magic stone factory, but what's weird is there was 8 stones laid out that were being either utilized or powering this factory or something of that nature. But when Yuji came in contact with them, I noticed that they immediately turned off. The reason that I have questions about that is Yuji didn't actually he didn't cast his spell, he normally casts a little barrier around each of the stones, and then he uses his magic to turn them off. These ones just auto turned off, which essentially caused everybody there to panic as well. So they kind of noticed that. Now, after he noticed after he noticed that these guys were panicking, he kind of followed them. So he dipped out of the bunker. He left his slimes in to continue in their investigation stuff. He dips out, and then he notices that, now they went back to Messiah's, the town that he was in with all the smiley people, like the slimes called. I love how they call it the smiley people. And he follows him back to there, and they're like, okay, they ruined, whoever this person is, they ruined our plans, blah, blah, blah. We're going to go out. We're going to kill everybody. We're going to find the stone. So Yuji goes, and he has all the slimes kind of circle the forest, and they begin to capture each of these, individual people. They off themselves. They kill themselves. They're like, for the greater good. Ha! They just die. And, okay, that ends up being a whole thing. Yuji then, I'm going to continue. I'm just recapping real fast. Yuji then goes, and the slimes find a secret room, and the secret room has a bunch of books. So he has the slimes steal all their books. They find a secret room. They blow out some candles. It was a mechanical door. At first, I was like, yo, is that an elevator too? These guys really got an elevator here? But it ended up just being a magical mechanical door kind of thing. And inside the door, they had treasure. A shitload of treasure. And a dead dude in there. So somebody had, obviously, gotten in there and just, died. But he has a lot of treasure. So now Yuji got some, he got some money. Some big old money. A lot of money. He got a lot now. And, he's got jewels and gold. And he's hooked up now. So I thought that was really dope, too. I was like, holy crap, talk about, a lot of money. They stole the money. Some girl comes in, and she's like, where'd all our stuff go? And she reports it to Javier, the boss. Then they talk about, the dude who attacked us must have also been a thief, blah, 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 blah. Then they talk about the cleansing flame, and I made a note, because I was like, I'm going to take, a note real quick. and I put a note. I was like, yo, these are the worst bad guys in the history of bad guys. Like, they're just like, this stuff happens, they're just like, bleh, they just vomit, or they word vomit their plan. And so, like, usually, oh, cleansing flame, huh? Ain't that interesting? And they basically, they ended up just, like, they ended up, like going around in a circle, and they just killed themselves. They just killed themselves, and that activated this cleansing flame. So apparently, these people are part of a group called the Blue Man Group. I'm sorry, the Blue Moon Group. These people are a part of the Blue Moon Group or whatever. And these ones, it wasn't consolidated, or excuse me, it wasn't consolidated, I should say, to just Javier and this one group. Apparently, there's other, like, this Blue Man Group is bigger than just this one area here, and there's probably more cleansing flames and more plans of destruction and whatever. So I was like, okay, so we don't know really how strong they are, like, yet. We don't know, like, how strong they are yet, but I'm sure we're gonna find out kind of, like, as everything begins to kind of, like, unfold and stuff. So they kill themselves. It activates it. Yuji tries to figure out, like, okay, so this hell flame starts. I like how Yuji was caught off guard by it, even though, like, they literally said, like, this cleansing flame is going to cleanse the world. They were ready just to, like, kill the whole world. Okay, so then Yuji's like, oh my god, it's so powerful. It killed all my barriers. So he has to make up a new barrier. He calls it the black box. The black box. All right, no, he calls it the total isolation array. Okay, whatever. Yuji wins, okay? So he wins, and he ends up getting the perfect food delight. He gets the perfect food treat, which we talked about already. And he puts himself in ecstasy. Then we see a little bit of the when he goes back to his room. He's like, okay, let me look at all this text, all the stuff I stole from them. And apparently there's magic cast on it or something. I'm gonna call it convenient magic. There was convenient magical spell on all of these documents, so all the words disappeared. So he was able to learn nothing about them. And there was one document which was like a hit list and a hit list or a recruiting list. I'm going to go with hit list, though. And Yuji's name was newly added to that list, which is funny because Javier came across the dude that he was on his list. Then they show us the Blue Man Group's assassins, and they were assassinating people, and then they saw Yuji's name there. So obviously someone's going to come after Yuji, but they're going to lose anyways. But I was like, damn, Yuji, he made it to the top already. He's being known. So that's the episode. And that was a fire episode. Like, I really liked it. I like seeing the cleansing flame stuff. I love seeing Yuji geek out about food. I like that it keeps showing us how, like, the towns there, like, he's gonna end up having like a statue, like a Yuji statue in these towns. Like, I would just, be like, yo, create me a statue for me, you shall worship me. I would totally do it at that point, just to see if they would do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, instead of Magic Johnson, you just see me just, you know what I mean? I would do it if I was him. And now he got a lot of money. So, I mean, basically, Homeboy can just go retire somewhere if he really wants to. So, we're going to see more of this Blue Man Group as we kind of move forward. I'm very interested to see who these assassins are. Can he recruit Big Bitty Girl over to his group? Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. And then I also want to see the two girls, the two little adventure girls. I want to see them come back. Like, I would like for him to travel with them. Just to give us some more variety. But another great episode of my Isekai life. Really enjoyed it. All right, my friends. See you guys next week. Deuces. Hellfire Flame.